Exciting news, exciting times ahead. All right. I apologize. I mentioned there were 2 wonderful pieces of news earlier. There's 3. All right, I'm going to get to that 3rd one. We are now very privileged to have with us this morning a very special guest to celebrate and officially launch the partnership with the NBA in the Philippines, Manila. Let's give him a very warm welcome. The Phoenix Suns' Brandon Knight. Welcome. Mabuhay, welcome to the Philippines. Okay, you can have that side there. How you doing, Brandon?
Doing good.
Long flight, you arrive here in the Philippines, step out the airport, breathe some of that world-class, world-famous Philippine air. What are your first thoughts and first impressions?
For me, it was kind of like home. I'm from Florida, Miami, Florida, so the weather's kind of the same. Very humid in Florida, and for me, I was just excited to be here, excited to see what the culture is about, and being an NBA player, you know, we always hear how the love of basketball is at an all-time high, and you know how the NBA players, they get a lot of reception, a lot of love here in the Philippines, and especially in Manila. So I'm excited to be here and excited to embrace the culture.
Awesome, awesome. We appreciate that. You preempted me to my next question. Of course, Filipino fans are passionate. We're rabid. Have you experienced any of that already with some of your fans?
A little bit. You know, just going around the fort, I think it's called, in Manila, and seeing a couple fans there. And just for me, I think some of the best thing that I've seen so far is just the course you see just driving down the road. You know, you see guys playing in flip-flops and bare feet, and you just see, like I said, the love of basketball, how big it is here. And like I said, it excites me to be here.
Awesome. Well, just to warn you, you're going to be taking the most selfies you've ever taken in the history of your life today, in the next couple days. So a bit of warning.
I'm ready for it.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, Brandon. Now I'm going to have another gentleman join us on stage really quickly. We'd also like to invite on stage the managing director of NBA Philippines. Honestly, this guy has the coolest job. Next to Brandon, this guy has the second coolest job. How about a warm welcome for Mr. Carlos Singson? Flew all the way from Hong Kong just to make it here, right on time. How are you? How are you, sir? Good to see you, Carlo.
Thank you very much.
Man, you have an amazing product. It has far surpassed the 4 major sports. It's now global. You must be a proud papa.
Yes, I am. I mean, everybody here. First of all, actually, before I say that, I wanted to say thank you very much to the media who came here to attend our launch, our announcement. Maraming salamat sa inyo. I know it's early, but thank you very much. I also wanted to thank our friends, our new friends at Panasonic, Mr. Hayashi, Mr. Toyota, Mr. Kono, Mr. Galicia. Thank you very much. And yes. Sorry, going back to the question. The NBA, as you all know, it is the #1 sports property here in the Philippines, and really one of the Philippines remains to be one of our top priority markets in the world. Our fans here are incredibly passionate and knowledgeable about the game. One would think that, you know, with the level of fandom here in the Philippines, it can't get any bigger. But every year I'm proven wrong. We just got some information about the recently concluded NBA Finals between the Warriors and the Cavaliers. And we hit record numbers there. For example, our TV games, our audience on ABS-CBN Channel 2 for the finals average about 4 million viewers per game. And over 10 million viewers tuned in to at least some part of the game. So that's pretty incredible, considering the games are in the morning. So a lot of those people were probably at work or at school, but we thank them for watching the NBA. And we all know that the Philippines is a very social country. Our social media numbers were incredible. 77 million impressions across all of the social media platforms during the NBA Finals, and 2.7 million Filipinos liked, commented, or shared something about the NBA Finals. So it just goes to show you that it seems like the appetite of the Filipino fans for the NBA is insatiable. And you know, we thank our partners such as Panasonic for helping get the NBA in front of as many of these Filipino fans as possible.
Unprecedented numbers. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Now, let's get right to it. I mean, what are your thoughts on this Panasonic partnership?
It's great. I mean, obviously, Panasonic has always been a leader in innovation and technology, and these are the kinds of partners we want to work with. As you know, the NBA, among all the other sports leagues, leads in terms of innovation. You know, with Panasonic, we're going to do a lot of exciting, cool stuff here in the Philippines. You know, we're going to send folks to the U.S. We're going to have viewing parties. We're going to do a lot of cool on-ground events. Again, getting the Filipino fans closer to the game that they love.
You've been doing that for quite some time now, so we appreciate it. On behalf of the Filipino fans, thank you for bringing us closer, and thank you for bringing global athletes here as well, so we appreciate that. Thank you, Carlo.
Thank you very much.
All right, if I can ask a couple more gentlemen to also join us on stage. Mr. Hayashi, Mr. Toyota, please join us on stage. Of course, media members, have your questions ready. This will be the good old Q&A portion. All right, of course, we've got microphones on both sides of the stage. Feel free to ask a question, or if you have a question, raise your hand and we will kindly bring the microphone to you. The floor is yours, gentlemen. Any questions pertaining to basketball, Panasonic Philippines, the partnership? The floor is yours. One of our awesome coaches, Coach Sue. Sir, go ahead.
How you doing, Brandon? I just wanted to ask, have you been able to catch any PBA games here in the Philippines?
I have not been able to catch any yet, but I did have the pleasure of meeting a gentleman that played in the PBA, and he told me a little bit about it, so I'm looking forward to possibly catching it.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome, thank you. Thanks, Coach Sue. Appreciate that. Sir, go ahead. Go ahead and state your name and your publication. We'd love to hear from you.
My name is David. I'm a blogger.
Awesome.
I'm a media blogger.
Awesome. Welcome.
So my question is, having Firefox OS on the TV, or the 4K TV, is there going to be like more application for NBA on the Panasonic TV or something?
Would that be something for Sir Chino? Yeah? You want to come up and take that question, sir? Great question, by the way.
Oh yeah, thank you for asking that very interesting question. But okay, to answer you honestly, there's no plan yet to develop a certain application dedicated for NBA. But just to inform you, Firefox is coming up with new applications dedicated only for Panasonic TV. But that's soon to be released in the market. Of course, it's going to be free of charge. So, but for the NBA itself, maybe not now, maybe in the future.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Sir Chino. All right. Technical questions are also welcome, so go on right ahead. Yes, come on up, please.
Rina Villamor from UNTV News. I've heard that you're here to grace the NBA Fit Week. So, what are your expectations of training Filipino athletes?
This is directed to you, Brad.
Yeah. My expectations are just to kind of just give them some of my experiences and what I've experienced in the States and what NBA players go through to stay fit and stay on top of our games and to be able to compete at the highest level. And a lot of that is just eating right, making sure we're getting the right proper rest. And like I said, for me, it's just sharing my experiences and letting them ask questions and letting them know what it takes to not just be an NBA athlete, but to just know what it takes to maintain a healthy lifestyle in general as a human being.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the question, UNTV. Yes, please, go on ahead. State your name and your publication, please.
Yeah. Good morning, I'm Sol Razo from solrazo.com. I'm also a blogger. My question goes to Annie from the Panasonic team. I'm curious about the local billing feature. Can you tell me more about this feature? And how competitive the price of the TV? Thank you.
Thank you very much for your question.
As you may know, in Philippines, our competitors, the product, competitor, the price, competitor, the activity in the market. So therefore, to compete with them, we decided to have a good relationship with NB. So therefore, pricing or other activities, please wait for a moment. We will officially announce it in detail. Okay?
In addition to the price, our new TV feature is picture. The differentiation of the competitor is our picture is so clear and using a high technology, which developed our mother companies. So please see the pictures.
Thank you, gentlemen. I got a question for Team Panasonic. As a sports fan, what features on the Panasonic TV would accentuate watching sports? What are some of the features that you'd like to highlight? Sergino. Yeah. Stairmaster for you this morning.
A lot of technical questions. But, okay, because of the partnership with NBA, we have already considered some of the features existing with our current models. So, one of the things we are proud of is the 4K technology. It's not just the 4K basic technology we introduced in the market this year. As a matter of fact, we have launched the 4K Pro, which is a big improvement of the regular ultra high definition or 4K technology. It allows the user to feel that he or she is actually part of the game or part of the show because of the clarity of the picture. On top of that, the color reproduction of our TV, we're using the 6-color reproduction scheme, which we call hexachrome drive. So it covers almost all of the color triangles, meaning our color is richer than the conventional TVs in the market. So those are the things that you may want to watch out in the market, especially from Panasonic.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you for answering the technical questions. Yes, we got a question from the gentleman over there, sir. Please approach the microphone.
What's your secret in making it to the NBA?
One more time.
What's your secret in making it to the NBA?
My secret. That's a great question.
What do you drink?
If I could sell that secret, I think I'd make a lot of money, but I don't think there's one particular thing. But what I would tell anybody that's striving to do anything in life is, or what was something that was important for me is I set goals. I set goals that I could write down and I saw it every day. And each and every day I did something to help me take a step closer to achieving my dream, and that was ultimately to make it to the NBA. So whether it be lifting weights, doing push-ups, pull-ups, every single day I did something to better myself. It wasn't one day that I didn't do anything to make sure that I took a step to being an NBA player. So for what I would tell you is to make sure you write down your goals so that you can see them every single day, and they become imprinted in your mind so that you know this is what you want to do with your life. And every single day, do something to take a step closer to that.
Thank you, sir.
Of course.
Excellent. Great question, great answer. Thank you, Brandon. Yes, please, sir.
Yes, good morning. Ross Del Rosario from Wazzup, Pilipinas.com. Yeah, to Brandon. Yeah, my question is this your first time in the Philippines, and have you been around? And how do you find the Filipinos' love for basketball?
I've been around a little bit. I think it's my second or third day here, and I've been able to go around a couple parts of the city, and just through doing different interviews at CNN and Fox Sports, I've been able to see the city a little bit. And like I said, for me, I can just tell by, like I said, just driving on the street, all you see is NBA jerseys and basketball shorts and random hoops all around the city. And like I said, I wanted to get out and play a couple times, but I couldn't do it. But if I could, I would. But like I said, just to be able to see that, you can see, the love of the game of basketball. And I was growing here. And like I said, I love to be a part of it. And I hope to be able to come back and be able to experience it even more. Like I said, it's a terrific thing to be able to see that.
Excellent, thank you. Has anyone asked you to try balut? Have you heard of that?
No, I have not.
Okay, it's a rite of passage for anyone who comes to the Philippines first. Carlo will take care of you. You got it, Carlo?
We got it.
All right, cool. All right. Any other further questions? Yes, okay, please. The more the merrier. Thank you.
How many jump shots you shoot every day?
How many jump shots did I shoot every day? When I was your age, I couldn't even count because I would literally be in the gym or even outside. I didn't have access to a gym at first, so I'd be outside from maybe 9 in the morning till 9 at night. That's not a joke. I would literally be outside all day. So for me to count how many jump shots I shot throughout the day would be too much. So I can't do that now. I'm getting a little bit older. My knees are starting to go away a little bit, but I was literally outside all day. My neighbors didn't like me because I would make so much noise at night dribbling the basketball. They'd be like, "Can this kid go to sleep, please?" So I was always outside and trying to work on my game.
Great question, great answer. Thank you, Brandon. All right, thank you so much again. If you have any other technical questions regarding Panasonic Philippines or the NBA, our gentleman here will take your questions after the program. All right, how about another big round of applause for our panel up here? And to you as well, media members and kids, for the wonderful questions. All right, with that being said, we're going to move on to our next segment. Please, if I can ask you to turn your attention to that little setup we have right over there in the corner. It's behind you on the right side. It is our NBA Fit Corner. We'd like to invite Brandon, together with a couple of our coaches, Coach Nick the Quick Velasco and Coach Sudan Daniel, to give us a feel of some of the NBA Fit activities.